see the red, like the red button appear on the thing, and then, oh, we are live. Friends, rodents, community, lend us thine ears. My name is Sapphire Smokey the Bear. With me is a lovely gentleman who needs no introduction. So, we have a four-way. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm back again.
You didn't say your name.
Sorry, clicked off my mic, Darker12. How's it going, Smokey? And my dogs say hello.
Oh, they do. It's going very nicely, thanks. I see this hash is regaling us with an eyeless namahe, a ghostly skull, a dive bombing bat, and a diving owl bat. So, 2 6-letter words. This should be moderately fun. We have Bagel Thief versus JargleBargle doing their second run of the evening, following their first, which we just watched, courtesy of yourself, Darkrid, and 2 other pretty cool guys I have run with before, Link Hero of Time, and Cake, aka Johnson. So, should be getting started relatively shortly. Everybody's ready in... Oh yes, we have the countdown in the SRL, and there it is. There's the gun. If you're addressing us as well, ladies, male, then you mean let's go boys and girls. Indeed. Good fun runners have luck. So I see no moonfalls down the parlor thus far. Though to be fair, that is a more tricky one to pull off. But I do see Johnson, Cake, with the moonfall down the climb.
Ooh, Johnson tried to do the backup, didn't completely get it.
Yeah, got a little tripped up by the ledge at the bottom. And various alternating pits and pitless through the Tor ruins.
4 on each side. That was really nicely done. And we start with Space Jump.
Oh, excellent. My favorite one. I know I may be in a slight minority there, but I am a hundoer, and space opens up the most things, and it's necessary for one lower Norfair item.
Oh, lower Norfair item.
Yes, the GT missiles. To get that Chozo to activate on the left, you need space jump.
Ah, that is true.
So that, of course, means Morph is in the ceiling.
Well, Link opting to do the D-boost.
Oh, yes. No, that D-boost is not technically necessary in this logic, but hey, who are we to... Far be it from us. Well, okay, gonna be technically required for 3. If you don't do the green gate glitch. So we've got missiles at the far right and supers in the construction zone.
That is not a good start.
No detonating explosives to be found early on this time. No early Billy Mays check. No early Blue Bryn power bombs check.
Now, I do have to commend you one thing about Space Jump. Due to it being our first item, we can easily go to Rick Shipper. Instead of doing CWJs, that is the one thing about it it's useful for.
We can easily go to Wrecked Ship, the Volcano, the Gauntlet, pretty much wherever they want, as long as it's not, as long as it's more sort of in the air rather than locked behind gates or speed blocks or something. But we've got our top 2 runners up the climb, and Jargle is back up the Oh, I'm sorry. Bagel is making his way up the climb, as are the bottom two now. Jargle was coming up the elevator, back into Crateria, into the Tor ruins. Everyone else negotiating the pirates. Bagel the first back up to the parlor. And oh yes, I forgot a little part of the intro I wanted to toss at you and see how it bounced off. Welcome to the Dark Smoke Show.
I
We
like
hope
it.
you enjoy it. And so, of course, we see the first pack of power bombs at BT, which was either going to be that or boring vanilla, requiring a BT fight. Or BC, you might say. Oh. Johnson taking out a little rage on it there with a super and not actually breaking the egg. But everyone, the first three runners indeed collecting their power bombs. Bagel running down the Terminator. Next to find a second set of power bombs.
Well, that means Gauntlet's accessible now.
Mm-hmm. All the way through, yes. I would not want to go there with no tanks. That's just lil ol' moi. But regardless of the tank situation, if I didn't have any suits on, I would definitely grab the save first.
Yeah, I'd be a little questionable of it too, but I also have space jumps, so I'm less likely to kill myself with it.
Yeah. I see we've got a bit of route divergence. Cake has headed on down, as are Jargle and Link, to the Cavity Dental Plan missiles, where we find another pack of supers. Bagel's in the ship. He's indeed grabbed the save, so might in fact be going up to the volcano and or Gauntlet. He's heading right. Looks like the landing site power bombs. The the Cavity Dental Plan missiles, Dirksu, the AKA the 230 missiles. You know? Well, Bagel has visited the volcano first, negotiating the spikes and Alcunes and fine missiles. He does not want them.
And we get our first check at the back of Gauntlet.
Ah, that we do. Cake nicely knocks off the B-Toms with a missile, getting 2 power bombs back, and we've got a missile pack and a first reverse tank. 0-1. So, Cake will be the first down to the Mushroom Kingdom, as Bagel is heading into the gauntlet. Jargle's on the landing site. Link also does the back gauntlet check.
Oh, Bagel playing it risky though, but he's gonna make it to the next item very easily.
Oh, true. Swap, to answer your question, I actually have this the stream muted on the SRA channel because I don't want to hear my voice echo. But I suppose I could unmute it if you want me to check that. Oh, Cake finding plasma at Brinstar Reverse.
And we get our first energy egg too.
Ah, that we do. 1-1 at Ron Popeil. Behind, third pack of power bombs. So, looking decent on the explosives now. Bagel is going to find his crap tank and missiles. He's going to get the missiles, and that's it. Yep. Dry gauntlet. And there's E-Tank number 2 at the Vanilla Early Supers, making it 2-1.
Yeah, that early plasma beam might be useful early on.
Oh yeah, depending what else shows up. Nice, well, it's a nice, very powerful beam to begin with, 150 damage on its own. And we'll see how early Charge and X-Ray might show up, as well as the other beams. Okay, so Cake, again, the first all the way down the Ediconian jungle, down to the Edicoon's area through the Cricket Pocket, and he will show us our Edicoon's E-Tank item. Gravity Suit! Jackpot! Well, now, Jargle hitting the elevator, bringing everybody into Jungle Brinstar. Bagel checking out Ron Popeil. Link following in Cake's footsteps. There's a little backhanded high five there as Cake drops into the B-Tom D-Boost room.
Gravity's really nice to see, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who decides to go back through meme route to go check the items they left back there, because no early power bombs.
Right, in Blue Bryn. Yeah. Cricket Pie, everybody knows those are frogs. Sure they do, Church. Sure they do. Toastmaster has joined us in the chat. Always glad to see him. And, oh, I was about to say I didn't see what was at the Edicoon power bombs, but Cake had yet to check them. They're supers. Link about to do just the same. And, a high five in morph form. Our top runners in slightly different spots. Jargles and early supers. Bagel just gets the gravity suit. Nicely
Guess
done.
we're just gonna play our game of follow the leader.
Yep, and the semi-tricky mock ball out of the Edicoon powerbomb pocket there. Link fell down out of there. I didn't see if Cake did as well.
I believe Cake got the short hop mock ball there.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Even with well, no, actually, with gravity, the B-Toms are enemies, so they're of course going to be doing much, much less damage, unlike environmental damage. But we see our third E-Tank there at Big Pink mid-missiles. Oh, and Jargle almost falls, but manages to get back out of the trapdoor, get his grav suit. Cake into Mission Impossible. Wipes out the giant hoppers and gets high jump boots. Very nice.
Well,
That's
who cares about wave gate now for him?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, makes it easier to do the setup. Anyway, that's 2/3 of the fancy footwear items. Link once again still following in his opponent's footsteps, trails, and gets the boots as well. The other two are looks like heading the same direction thus far. Yeah, I agree. So far, this is really rather a masterpiece of a seed. Supers at charge missiles, missiles at the charged location. And wow, look! Check out the sink on the bottom there for a moment.
Both going for the Sposbo skip.
Yeah. Which, Cake firing off a lot of missiles, but may not be just in the right spot there. Link possibly going for a slightly different approach. Oh, Cake has to go far more supers. Link gets it. Heads on through. As Jargle comes out of the Decora Dance Hall into Big Pink to join Bagel.
There are like 50 different setups for the Sposbo skip at last Vegas World, so you can stand in almost every spot, but you have to be precise.
And it's just missiles. Alright. Jargle is into Mission Impossible. And those giant hoppers have 320 health, so really only three technically shots with the plasma beam. But, Link, the first into the Wavegate room, with high jump, as we mentioned, easier setup. Gets it first try, nicely done. And he's going to locate supers. Fair prize. Hey, Cake? Oh, unfortunately, Cake's still waiting on some super drops. He got one there. Bagel, the next to break the gate. Jargle, not far behind him. And Cake's still going for that early Spospo. No one with speed, so if we're going to have a peek at Waterway, it's going to be via backtracking. But, yeah, as you mentioned, we'll soon get the chance to see if anyone heads back into Blue Bryn. Link is the first to go back into Green Bryn. Oh, he's not going reverse meme route. He's heading into the Giga Pipe, more power bombs him.
Yeah, this is the one reason I like Plasma, though. It's because of this right here.
Ah, yes. Cake does go back into Blue Bryn. I guess he gave up on the early Spospo check. Finds supers at the Blue Bryn PBs. Oh, and a sync on the left side between Bagel and Link there. So Link did decide as well to go back up and check out these items. Which is one of the reasons I personally really like this full rando. You get to see a lot more things explored. Alright. Cake is the first into the right side room. Oh. Bagel is now one room ahead of Link. But, Jargle is a little behind in Big Pink. And that was not meant to be a poem. I am just a poet who didn't blow it. Alright. Cake remembering to turn off his high jump boots to make this jump into the invisible bridge room. Pretty smart.
Randomized.
Oh, wow.
Well, Cake
How disappointing.
He actually went for a short hop mock ball into that room, which is one of the tricks that I do, is because it may not be faster, but you're doing it on an invisible bridge. You don't know when you need to tap down, so it just looks cool when you do it.
Yeah, well, you have the basic idea. You can see Samus. But, yeah. So everybody back in Blue Bryn now. Everybody with the same routing choices thus far.
And I think I know what Bagel's doing, and I'm liking this.
Old Mother Brain.
Old Mother Brain, and he's gonna check the same place he checked in his previous match. He's gonna go check Tower Supers Pro. Because he didn't go do Bailey Mays, I don't think.
Oh, right. Just gaining the knowledge of what's going to be at our Criteria Climb Supers. Regular Supers at Old Mother Brain location. Cake's heading up the... oh! Sweet Chili is raiding JargleBargle. Way to go, Sweet Chili. Cake is back up the elevator. Link is back up the elevator ahead of him, checking the Old Mother Brain item as well, and right you are. Bagel again going for the Criteria Supers. He does not have enough power bombs this time to kill the Boyons, but he just jumps through them.
Yeah, they don't hurt that much with gravity. And we have just missiles.
Ah, then we do. Yep, oh, it's not a big deal to be missing speed for that. Oh, it gets trolled a little bit on the way back there. Luckily doesn't take hardly any acid damage. Jargle's back into the construction zone as Link is dropping back down to the Hall of Walls again, or the Morph Ballroom. Cake is heading back up the climb, the intended... Well, they have to go the intended way. Bagel just opted to check the item. Yes, Juan Gamer It's SMRAT, which stands for Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible Tournament. It's a full rando and logic so that beginners as well as intermediates and experts can enter and just hone their skills and have some fun. So Link is the first through Jungle Bryn and into the Red Tower, where he's going to go for the X-ray check. Makes a lot of sense with space jump, of course. Bagel's back at the ship for another refill and another save. So Cake has chosen the volcano, and Jargle is actually going up the Red Tower. Nice. Some more route divergence. Which I don't know if I'd necessarily agree with without speed, but as I always say, runner's prerogative. Cake 2 grabbing a refill at the ship, and Link is going to show us what... I must have missed the X-ray item if Link went over and checked it. But just missiles at Spazer. Oh. Bagel had looks like a reset there. Ran into a little setback, it appears, but Cake is heading up to the gauntlet. Oh, I'm sorry, Dirks. Like I said, I missed what was at X-ray too. Unfortunately, if Link even went over there, he seemed to get down to Spazer pretty quickly, actually. Okay, yeah, the Android James chiming in. He didn't go all the way to X-ray. Somehow I didn't think so. Hey, Jargle's in the Hellway. Ooh, gets nommed, unfortunately. Link is the first to... yeah. Link the first over to Kraid's lair and into the warehouse. Bagel going over to the moat, finding E-Tank number 4. Okay, yeah, the Link was just farming some PBs from the Fire Fleas and pre-X-ray. Missiles at Kraid's missiles, also disappointingly vanilla. Jargle gonna show us what's at Alpha PBs. Oh, gets nommed again as Bagel finds E-Tank number 5 in the ocean. Healthy seed for the route he's going. We have got just missiles at Alpha PBs and supers at Alpha PB missiles. Bagel is into the wrecked ship. Cake is hopping into the Samus ship for a refill. And a save. Or not a save. That was a cancel save. Link into his Kraid fight. Oh, those Vileplumes loving the taste of Jargle right now. Oh, Bagel validating his run via Spring Ball.
While Link gets the Kraid quick kill.
Ah, sweet. And is rewarded with missiles. Cake heading over in Bagel's direction. Gets the next E-Tank there at the moat. Jargle is up into Beta Power Bombs. As Bagel is entering his first boss, which is going to be Fanny Pack. Supers at Beta Power Bombs.
So it looks like 3 players might be going to Wreck Ship, while one is going to head down into Norfair, maybe.
Oh, yes. Very interesting. Jargle is heading up the Red Tower elevator. He might go right, he might go left. Dirk's quoting the Super Metroid Nintendo Power Strategy Guide. 5 super missiles will do the trick. Original NP strats and Raging Phantoon. And as if the prophecy is foretold, Bagel has indeed enraged Phantoon. Oh, I missed what Link found at Kraid's E-Tank, unfortunately.
That was a power pack.
Oh, okay. Thank you. This is why I have you. This is why I want a co-commentator for 4 ways. And as on that topic, on that note, stick around after this for the Smoky Gouda show with myself and Cheese Reaver for another 4-way at 10 p.m. Link is indeed down in Norfair, as you predicted. He finds missiles at the high jump E-tank. Bagel is playing with power. Jargle makes way up to the gauntlet. He has indeed gone left. Power bombs at the high jump location. Bagel has put away Fantoon. That's well put, lady. Bagel gives no craps. And supers at the high jump missiles. We're going to have a look at our first wrecked ship items. Jargle taking it slow and steady, negotiating the maws and the acid. Well, another enraged Fantoon, as Link takes a peek at the Croc escape item, finds missiles there and power bombs at the reactor room. Wrecked ship east side missiles, or supers there. Huh.
Now, to note, you may like quads, but we do have a duo at 9 p.m. that Sine is going to be hosting on his channel for us. Zen Sky versus Evil Sparky.
Oh, and unfortunately Jargle takes a death in the gauntlet, but he grabbed the save beforehand. Oh, Link is up into Meridia. He's not spending much time in Norfair. Finds the dark beam at the Main Street missiles.
That's not nice in the slightest.
It was what you did in the last one. You were referring to it. Bagel heads through the spiky room of death with no real issue whatsoever. Yes, I see. Ice Beam is speed locked for now. Well, there's no for now about it. For now, they just don't have speed booster. But Super's at the wrecked ship E-tank, links into Mama Turtle next, and loses the space jump for a moment there. But finds the next E-tank, Vanilla E-tank at Mama Turtle. Collects it. Jargle sprints along the ocean floor as fast as his little Samus legs will carry him without a speed booster. Oh, yes, there's another E-tank there at the wrecked ship West Side Supers. And, oh, did you see what Link got in the Mama Turtle's wall item?
No, I did not. What was it? If you didn't catch.
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Looks like it might have been a super.
Okay, yeah. His energy's full. We saw the E-tank there at the other Mama Turtle at Jargle, the second to validate his run. Which, did not notice if Cake validated his run. But Link is heading up to the beach and the watering hole through the crab shaft. Jargle is about to enter his Fantoon fight. And, oh, another missed item. Oh, Bagel just went to the... Bagel skipped whatever that was in the reactor hub. Probably just more ammo. But Link, without the validation item, or without regular, has to use power bombs to propel himself upward there. And Bagel is gonna have a sneak peek at the wrecked ship reverse item. Oh, thank you, lady. Missiles. The other room. And I just looked at that and I just missed what was at the wrecked ship reverse.
I believe it reverse tank.
Okay. Okay, that's what Commodore meant, Vanilla. And there's an E-tank at the sky-high altitude, but, well, now we can add the watering hole to the list of items. Whatever Link found, he, I guess, was probably just more ammo or something useless. So, because he didn't spend any time in there. But he's into the aqueduct, back into the sandcastle portion of Meridia with the other interesting music. Jargle in the middle of his Fantoon fight. Cake climbing the wrecked ship shaft as Bagel is going bowling. So he's going to take a little break, check social media or whatever he's going to do, have a sip of beverage nearby. And what kind of frames is the Chozo going to bowl today? Link drops into the west side sand pit. Lays a power bomb and finds double power bombs, which he wants nothing to do with. There's a reset. And Fantoon is getting pretty Cheeto red on Jargle's side. As Cake is in the reactor hub, and yep, there are the missiles there.
And there's our bonus.
There it is, indeed.
And I do believe that's almost go mode for him. He's missing just that speed booster. Aside from ammo, that is.
Yeah, ammo or charge, yes. And we know Wreck Chip Reverse was nothing good, so...
Some people would beg to differ. Oh, well, speaking of charge...
Oh! Nice. Supers and charge in the east sand pit, and phaser at the gravity item. Bagel needs nothing to do with that, having already gotten plasma. Everyone already having gotten plasma. Cake just heading through the crater maze there, whatever that item was. I'm guessing just more ammo. And Jargle has won the battle with Fantoon. He's going to check out some items. Bagel is dropping back down into the red tower. Link is playing hopscotch with some Evers. As Cake is the next to hit the bowling alley. Yeah. Oh, and it's Bagel's turn to check out beta power bombs, which I think was Super's. It was indeed, thank you, memory. And Link drops into the swamp base and comes out the... Oh, he falls there. Is he gonna... Oh, he is indeed gonna go for save. Alright, Cake about to be handsomely rewarded with a... Cake? Cake? Yeah, Cake, please go back there.
That was interesting. Haven't seen that one before.
Yeah. But it is kind of interesting when you come back out there and see the Chozo gone. Bagel gets the Alpha PB ammo. As Jargle returns from the reactor room and looks like he might be taking a pause contemplating his next move, Link is grabbing the Sloters refill. Shout out to Sloters. And Cake wants to check out the wrecked ship reverse item from this side, it appears? Or just forgot he doesn't have speed booster?
Maybe he doesn't have spring ball.
He does not. He never went to the other spiky room of death, spiky compartment of death.
Yes, that's the room I call the harmless spiky room, but I think he's thinking as though this is normal, this isn't full logic, and that's majors and minors, maybe. So it might just be coming to bite him.
Yeah, it's all... Oh, we've got a sudden semi-sync on the left side again, Bagel and Link both in the pre-X-ray room. Jargle, a little low on health, but gets through the spiky room of death into the electric room of death. As Cake is back over the moat, and there are supers at X-ray. Bagel turns them... Link and Bagel both turn them down. Link with more of a justifiable reason to do so, having found Charge. Which name do you like, lady? Oh, the Pointy Room of Light. Oh yeah, that's Cheese's name. He also came up with the Three Amigos, which I like very much, and so I named the Red Key Hunter shaft down there Santo Poco, where the main action in Three Amigos takes place. Jargle hit another reset, yes, after he found out what was at Wrecked Ship E-Tank. Cake gets the supers at Beta Power Bombs. As Link is heading up Red Tower in a direction he hasn't gone yet. Bagel finds and ignores the Spazer missiles. Jargle, please, you have space jump. The Atomic's getting in his way a bit. But Cake is going to find the Alpha items, as Link is actually right behind him. Now we have some sync on the bottom. All this sync in different places, really intriguing.
Yeah, instead they get a high five, and no one's a little ahead with that Varia suit.
Oh yeah. Bagel into Kraid's lair. Will be doing his second boss here. And no one able to clear Meridia yet. Ice is speed locked, and they do not have speed yet. And I don't know if any of these runners can do the Crystal Flash Clip. If any of them can, it might be Bagel Thief. Sorry, go ahead.
I think Cake knows it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, if we have a chance to see that, that'd be really cool. Well, I'm not holding my breath for it, but whatever happens. Alright. Cake is back down the Red Tower and heads further down.
Nice Bagel kill as well from Bagel.
Right. No problems so far for Kraid today. And the ballroom ceiling remains intact. Alright. Cake took a little damage on the spikes there before he got back across the rest of the pre-X-ray room with his space jump. And collects the supers at X-ray. Jargle finds the missiles at the wrecked ship attic, and oh no, he doesn't want them. And yep, there are the Crady tank power bombs. Link, rather than bombing out the blocks underneath the big crater rock mass up there, is opting to go the long way around it. Oh, and that's the reason he's going to the volcano. Alright, Jargle is outside of the wrecked ship to the west in Crateria. He's going to check out the sky and the crater maze. And yeah, nothing interesting at the volcano. But Bagel and Cake will now be able to do Norfair.
And now we finally get to see what's at high jump.
Oh, we saw what was at high jump a little before. I believe Link was there earlier.
I can see that. Nothing too important here.
Yeah. Now we'll probably see X-ray check and possibly Crumble Shaft. Link did not go that direction. Can't blame him without Varia yet. Oh. Jargle taking some more costly damage in the bowling alley. Jargle, please. You have space jump, like they said. He's going to be rewarded when he gets down, at least. And Bagel is the first into the cathedral. Oh, Link is actually going through the gauntlet, or he hasn't been yet, as Cake heads up into Everest and Main Street. We find another E-tank at the Cathedral Missiles. And Link resets. Sees nothing good at Gauntlet. Alright, Bagel's into Bubble Mountain. Gonna have a look at their supers over at the bottom right Bubble Mountain item. And so he's gonna make some of these checks. He's gonna go North Reverse first. Finds Grapple, his Tickle Beam. As Cake is going to Mama Turtle, we're gonna have another look at what's in the wall here. Well, first the E-tank up there. He also loses the space jump in this room, unfortunately. Oh, Jargle picking up the spacer. Bagel locates the X-ray. Bagel, I think you might want that at Norfair Reverse along with a reverse tank. But okay, skipping it. And there are power bombs in Mama Turtle's wall. So Bagel goes to speed next. Link is heading east to the wrecked ship. Jargle heading the other way, about the same level. And Link is into the wrecked ship, as Cake is back up the fish tank. Super missiles at the speed missiles. Jargle arriving back out at the landing site, again maybe taking a moment to think about what he wants to do now. Missiles at speed, and Link, the next to validate his run. Nicely done. Okay, Jargle is taking the pretty prudent decision of filling up and taking a save as well. Yes, missiles at the Meridia Beach. Okay, let's have a vanilla wave beam. What do you think, Dark?
Vanilla wave beam, huh?
Let's see, or French vanilla. Let's see it. Okay, there's an E-tank
there.
there.
Wave beam is you're talking about. I only know of a smoky beam.
Oh, now it's just supers. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Link has entered his Fantoon fight. Oh, and now we'll see what's... Oh, double missiles at the watering hole. No wonder Link just turned his nose up at that. So, Bagel's back up the single chamber out to Bubble Mountain. Will he go where I think he's going to go next?
Or Norfair or Croc, one of the two.
I'm thinking Croc. He's, well, actually, he's got both suits and space, so yes, he has his pick. But, yeah, it does look like he's going Croc.
Well, Wave can be at either Croc, or not Croc, Rave or Speed. Could be in Lower Norfair, and Wave could block Speed at Croc, so let's see if he gets...
Let's see, indeed. Cake is trying to decide which sandpit to go into. He opts for the wrong one. Not the right one, direction-wise, and not the right one decision-wise either. This one is double power bombs, whereas the other one had charge. But we've got a mini-boss and a major boss on screen. And Cake realizing that was not the finest decision. Oh, but Speed Booster at Croc.
And the play
Bada
is
boom.
real.
Croc delivering once again.
Which, what does that mean? Wave is in Lower Norfair.
Oh my. Okay, Cake traverses the Ever rooms. Maybe he was possibly considering Shack Tool, but does not have the equipment to get to it. Alright, Bagel is waiting for the croc fight to wrap up, and the spooky mire to drop. As Jargle returns from X-Ray, just finding those supers. It's Link's turn to explore the wrecked ship items. Cake is back into the swamp base, so let's see where he decides to go next. Oh, and Bagel Thief not wasting any more time. He's not checking any more of the croc item, going straight right and down. His speed was pretty much all he wanted, and I can't totally blame him. Jargle thinking twice about the spacer item. Cake as well, just finding missiles. It creates missiles. Oh yeah, Ice was at Main Street. Okay. Bagel into the Hell Hall in Lower Norfair. Link is heading through the sponge bath. As Cake is about to jump into his his Kraid fight. Let's see if Kraid gets a dance this time. And Jargle is not far behind him. Oh, Kraid gets taken to a prom.
Oh, well, he at least got the second snipe in. So at least he's 2 missiles in.
Yep. Supers at the wrecked ship E-Tank again, and a reset from Link. Bagel negotiating the worst room in the game. Not much of a challenge with that power bomb and incapacitating the pirates just for a moment there. Bagel's doing the strat of hugging the stalactite, which I used to do but found too much risk in losing my space jump with it, so now I just hold myself to the left wall until I'm halfway down and space jump from there. So, but yes, he's into Santo Poco now. As Cake is returning from the Kraid fight, JargleBargle just going into it. Link is in the wrecked ship attic. He's knocking out all the creatures necessary to unlock all 3 doors in here. And there's a fine wasteland from Bagel Thief. Oh, gets bodied a bit by the last Mega Desk Giga, but finds quite a helpful item at the Power Bombs of Shame. Screw Attack of Shame.
Power Bombs of Shame with the worth. Bagel attempting to do a KO, didn't quite get it, I think.
Oh yeah, the KO through the Xans. Yeah. I've gotten that a few times. It's energy consuming, of course. Even with both suits, Xans hit you for 50 health, as do most other things in Lower Norfair. But usually by the time I get down there, I have tons of E-Tanks. So we're getting Norfair and wrecked ship checks we've seen already from the other runners, and all 4 runners now in very, very different areas, sections of the game. So this has turned pretty entertaining. Not that it's not otherwise, but, you know. Ridley fight opens for Bagel, his second to last boss. There's the E-Tank at the altitude missiles. I agree, lady, it's a pretty cool race. Power bombs at the Crater Maze missiles. Okay, and here's our, what looks like our first ice check, actually, from Cake. Alright, a nice Nice, pretty quick, clean Ridley fight. Nice pelican brief, there you might say.
And Space Pelican down.
And just missiles for the troubles. Just missiles as well at Ice Beam. Alright. It's Link's turn to go bowling and hit his strike. Guess that's a nice thing about everybody running the same seed. Everybody's going to get a strike. Oh, Bagel using the Shine Spark technique on the Ninja Pirates and leaves without killing one of... Oh, he's coming back the other way, that's right. Sorry. Minor temporary brain fart. And Link, yeah, Link does not want that item. When he comes back, the egg should be covering it again, so he won't have to shoot it open and jump to avoid it. We do not have a timer on screen. We're, Dark and I are going to be relying on the SRL when they hit the ship and done.
If you do dot time in the SRL room, it'll tell you what time it is at the moment, by the way.
Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Just any of us at any moment?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the time at the immediate moment I just... Alright, Bagel makes it up to the top of the pitch-dark Firefleet room, finds Supers in jail, and, oh, we've got some sync on the right side. In the Squeeped room, the Rising Tide, Jargle, and Cake both making way on over to Bubble Mountain. Vanilla missiles at the LN Alcoon missiles. And Link heading back down into the Red Tower. If I remember correctly, there were just supers over here, yeah, at Bubble Mountain. And, oh, Franker Z-check. More vanilla missiles. And Bagel, on second thought, does want them. Alright. Link drops on down the Red Tower, and unfortunately, Screw Attack was hiding at the Power Bombs of Shame, so it's very unlikely we're going to see one of the best Mock Balls in the game. Or, not Mock Ball, I'm sorry, Moonfalls in the game. They sound similar. But Cake does collect the X-ray scope, despite not having found charge. And Jargle gonna have a look at that same location. Get it as well. The only runner who has found charge passed up the X-ray scope, unfortunately.
Did Cake not get it when he was over in Meridia?
No, I believe he went down the incorrect sand pit. The west side sand pit, and found the double power bombs there. So Link's traversing the cathedral as Cake takes a jaunt down the speed hallway. And Jargle is again almost on his proverbial heels. Not literally on his heels, that would be pretty awkward. But Bagel is gonna grab his Ice Beam. Dark Beam. Boom.
It picks you up a little bit. You can get through the Metroid room pretty quickly, so no point in not getting it when it's just right there.
Okay, it wasn't an easy road to hoe, but Bagel has just validated his run Dark style. And he's going to look at the Sizer Supers as well. And It's
You
vanilla.
can do zip skip with just ice, by the way, Dirk 2.
Oh yeah, you have to go underneath the Zebetite. Squat, hold the angle buttons, and shoot upwards at it.
Yeah, some people think you need charge or wave and wave for it, but you can do with or without either of them.
Oh yeah. And Lady pointing out one of them has enough ammo now, and their ammo counts are getting pretty high. Two of them with 65 missiles. The Link, the one runner with charge, at 45 super missiles. Sorry. JB at 55 supers.
I'm questioning Bagel's method of checking items, though. Like, he's got 65. I'd say he's pretty good. But I guess he wants that charge beam, like going for like quick checks and then out.
Well, what else would he? I mean, I doubt. No offense to myself, but I highly doubt he's absolutely dying to validate his run Smoky style. But he's indeed heading up to the beach and the watering hole. I guess he does want extra ammo. And Cake taking the more rarely seen but just as effective remembered highway route via down to lower. Hello, down to Lower Norfair. Speaking of Lower Norfair, Link, my hero of time,
Has picked up the smoky beam. Well done.
Hoorah. And there it is. And he's fighting GT on top. So, GT, you're the one hoarding my favorite item this time. Booyah. Bagel is heading to the aqueduct. He's going to find, and what is probably the last reverse tank. I haven't actually been writing them down this time, so I have to guess, but yeah, I think we've probably seen all four by this point. And Cake is actually going the intended Hundo way, to the left, through the Hell Hall and into the space jump Chozo. Well, I commend him for this. He will. I think he will certainly also Smoky validate him. And in the meantime, he finds supers at GT's missile item. JB, also in Lower Norfair, appears he has foregone GT's area. He is making his way through pillars. Unfortunately, still without speed. And, of course, he's going to be without Screw until he gets further down Lower Norfair, so... Takes some damage in the pillars room. Might take a bit in the worst room as well here, but Bagel has gotten into the Batwoon fight.
The stupid snack.
Snick, which, if he had gone down the sand pit and gone to North Reverse by now, could have been microwaved. Cake also knocking out GT with supers, and bada boom.
Bottom runners are smoky validated.
Bottom indeed are.
I think Jargle is typing in SRL chat. Just looks like he's paused.
He's forfeited? Technical difficulties. My laptop sounds like it is going to die. JargleBargle has forfeited from the race. Yeah. Sorry to have to be the Smokey the bearer of bad news. Link, you'll want to get out of that acid post haste. But poor JB, he's frozen now on the Norfair map screen. Well, JB unfortunately really just couldn't catch a break today. I mean, as you were calling it in the last race, he was getting trolled left and right with that. He just didn't go to BT, and it just really bit him in the butt. And now this.
Yeah, poor Jargle. But there's always the second bracket to go through.
Yeah, true. Well, all Bagel needs to do is finish, and he will doubtlessly be moving forward up the brackets, and he's crazy comboing along Dragon's ceiling for the moment, and he's gonna check the Dragon's space jump item, and it's just every major boss item in this seed has been just missiles. Grade, Ridley, and Dragon. Aqua, charge was in the right side, east side sandpit in Meridia. And there's a vanilla E-tank at Firefleas. Link has just attained his screw attack, so I'm sure he's pretty happy to see that, especially with 267 health. And Bagel, pretty thoroughly in the lead right now, is just taken down his final boss. Is on the way to Torian, as Link and Cakes both have 2 bosses left to go, or do they? Cake is heading up the Fireflea room. Does he want more ammo for Ridley?
He may not have done Ridley yet. I'm not completely certain anymore.
Yeah, I don't think either of them have done Ridley yet, and Ridley is still lit up on both of their trackers.
But it looks like he's going... Yeah, he's going back down. Ridley has not been killed. This might be Link's advantage. He has charge while Cake does not. But they both also don't have speed, so it's a race to the finish at this point. Gotta find the fast...
That's right. Whoever ends up going to Croc is going to have the advantage if one of them hypothetically does and one does not, first of all. But Link has also been almost the entire way through Meridia. So he's most likely thinking if he doesn't find anything down here, then Croc is going to have the goods. So it's looking like the odds are in Link's favor right now, things considered. And Cake is going to get some nice extra protection right at this exact moment. Bagel is doing a Green Gate glitch, gets it on the 3rd try, back through the Crab Tunnel and Main Street, en route up to the landing site and then up to Torian, and then over to Torian.
Meanwhile, Link is fighting their Space Pelican.
Cake also in a bit of a fight with some martial artists. Dojo.
Wasn't able to get the quick triples in with the supers.
Yeah. That's my go-to method if I don't have the full beam combo. The Ninja Pirates. Otherwise, just wait for them to jump, run under, and double shoot them. And Cake has reached pre-Ridley. He's doing some additional farming, for which I can't blame him. He's got over 30 supers of his max 75 capacity. I'd figure he still wants probably a couple more. And where's the Metroid larva? It's somewhere else.
I would say, why don't we ask the Space Pelican, but, well, he's dead.
Yeah. I'm sorry, this pelican can't talk to you right now. Why? Oh, he's dead. So, Bagel is back, as Arnold says. Indeed. And he's down the pirate shaft. He has not Smokey validated his run, unfortunately, but I shan't hold it against him. He's only subhuman after all. So Cake is back up the wasteland into Santo Poco. Or, I'm sorry, Link is back into Santo Poco. Cake is still farming, actually. He's up to 46 supers now. 47, make that 48. As Bagel has entered his first Metroid room. And we'll see if Link is going to... Oh, Link is indeed going to check... he is going to find what he probably wants right here, which is energy. A 7th E-Tank, which means if he so desires, he'll be able to do stand-up when he gets to Mother Brain, if he doesn't take any, hardly any damage from her attacks. Speaking of Mother Brain, Bagel is into Metroid Room 4. Getting pretty close now. Enters the two big, actually destructible side hoppers, and the Dust Chorizo, and meets the other about to be petrified, indestructible by us side hoppers.
Looks like he's gonna damage down just in case he's gonna mess up Baby Skip, unless he's not planning on going for it.
Yeah. Well, they have... well, you got the first jump in there. They all have, the three that are still actively going all have high jump. So, then a call like that would come down to assessment of their skills and whether they're comfortable with Baby Skip. But Cake has farmed to what he feels is sufficient ammo and is into his Ridley fight. He's missing some supers, but he got the color change on Ridley, so he's halfway done. As Link has exited Lower Norfair, back into single chamber, and let's see if he... Oh, he has this other Bubble Mountain location to check yet.
This other location? I thought it was called Smoky Beam for a reason.
I don't know what you're talking about, she said innocently.
And the third pelican is down.
Nice. With 0 supers left on Cake's counter. And Bagel is opting to just blast the Zepatites out of his way.
Not a bad decision.
He's gonna want to be a little careful with his ammo. It looks like he's gonna go back and refill his missiles. A good call.
And we're roughly an hour and 6-ish minutes in now? Maybe 4?
Okay. Cake pushes back through the ninja pirates just narrowly avoiding some some martial arts moves from them. Oh, I particularly personally hate that that wasteland climb up that spiky elevator. It's especially without high jump. Gives ice only one shot and then says F it. Makes sense to me. Alright, Bagel with his missiles freshly filled pops off another big round of them, and okay, he started off with 16, so that's another 10.
Like that?
Does she stay like that if you go back and refill again?
Because I know it does it if you break the glass, but I don't know if you break it halfway or if it does it.
Yeah, actually I kind of doubt it, but I guess we'll see for sure. Link? Oh, Link indeed grabs his X-ray scope now. So he realizes that he's found charge in plasma, so we will, it looks like, have a little microwaving going on a bit later. Oh, yeah. Okay. Glass stays broken, but MB refills. And, indeed, MB1 has 36, needing at least, I guess it's 18 projectiles of some configuration. Then MB2 has 18,000, MB3 has 36,000. So.
Looking like Link is our second person to go towards speed.
Oh, here we go. Another shout out to my close personal pal, Cheese Reaver. Who was not able to restream this race, though he's going to be doing 10 p.m. race. Yes, he was. Oh, there he is. Indeed, he has his emote in there, too. And Link is able to one-shot Croc. And,
my favorite thing to do with that is use the grapple beam.
Oh, yeah. Tickle his belly.
And
there's his reward. Yep, so I don't remember if he walk. My favorite thing to do one-shotting the Croc is walk it after that. So I pretty much always have Moonfall on. Ever since I discovered it I had not joined the community in 2017, but when they found it, I thought it was really just one of the coolest things that had, of course, just recently been found. Jeez, I've rebuilt the four-way from scratch. Cool. And Commodore will roll us another Masterpiece Seed. Link is now in go mode. Thoroughly so. And Bagel, indeed, has managed his ammo nicely, is into the cutscene. Oh, pardon me, my mistake. A Masterpiece Cheese. Alright, so Link is back up the Norfair elevator without actually having gone to the ice area. Not that he needed to. And Cake into Croc as well. We're starting another rousing round of the blame game in chat. Goes Link to do his short charge off the Main Street ledge and get his Dark Beam. He seems to be struggling with it just a bit. A one tap will do it for you off this ledge, and that's the way I always do it. You just have to hit the down button just as soon as you get to the edge. Oh, maybe he's not going for it. The intended way is, of course, to go down the pink door, down at the bottom to the right, through the crab tunnel and come through from that direction to get them. But some of the runners are skilled enough to do the ultra short charge on Main Street's floor and get it that way. I am not that skilled. Yeah, all that's left for Bagel is the escape and the fate of Decora and the Etacoons. The official band of Zebesian animals. You've heard their music, haven't you? They're fantastic albums. Oh, there is the most of the microwave on Botswoon from Link there, as Cake actually goes down and further explores crop items which we have not seen yet. Both Bagel and Link just pieced right out of there as soon as they got their speed booster, but Cake finds for us supers at the cosine room. Indeed, what they said in chat
Bagel is finished.
With an official time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 43 seconds. GJ and JG. Once again, Bagel will be advancing in the standings, which I do not have up handy in front of me. But if I'm going to be commentating more of these things, I guess I should get into the knack of that. So I should announce whom they're going to be facing next. As JB, as we know, is moving into the alternative winners bracket, as it is rightfully called. And so we've still technically got a race on our hands on the bottom, although less so as Link is entering his last boss and Cake must make way out of Norfair.
Bagel will actually be facing Dirkzu.
Oh. Well. Tracker
You better
3.
look out, Dirkzu.
How do you feel about that? Excellent choice. This is fine. Well, that's the proper attitude to cop.
And Bagel is coming in for the interview. Here he is.
Oh, fantastic.
GG, Bagel.
Thank you very much. Whew.
Won your second one in a row, and you were the first one to find speed.
What's that again?
Yep, and if you noticed the thing with Jargle, poor guy. Technical difficulties right at the end.
Yeah, that was tough, man. It sucks to win a race that way, but a win's a win.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let what's gonna happen just happen. And that's all there is to it.
That's all it was.
That's
Yeah.
only
I
thing.
thought I'll go down one sandpit because I was looking for more supers and didn't find any. I just went down the wrong one.
Double PBs in the West Sandpit, but yes, indeed. And my favorite item, which you passed by, unfortunately, was its screw attack.
What was it?
Wave beam.
Wave beam. That would have been helpful. Would have saved me going back doing the Zebs. I would have been, yeah. The way I saw it, I didn't think there'd be anything. I was pretty much in go mode, so I just thought I'll grab any supers that I see that are easy to get. Any the items in Screw Attack are not that quick to get, so I thought I'll skip them. Yeah, obviously not the most efficient decision, but got the job done.
Well, as Commodore is pointing out in the chat, you can jump underneath the Zebetite, shoot up with the ice beam from there, and yeah, don't.
I've never done it that way before. You saw, I did try, but in complete honesty, I didn't know what I was doing. So I thought I'll try it once, and it doesn't even look close to working. I have to do a lot of refills, which is what I did.
Well, congratulations, nonetheless.
Thank you.
You'll be moved.
I had a feeling that finding Varia in the wreck ship would have put me far in a way ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everyone went down first and went to Meridia.
Jargle's the one who followed you. Cake was a little behind him, coming up there to get his Varia suit, and then Link behind him.
Right.
And there's a high five. As a matter of fact, speaking of Link and Cake through the bot wound room, one snack still on the screen, the other not. So you will be moving on to face Dirksu for your next matchup.
Cool.
How do you feel about that?
Round 2 race now. No, thank you, Dexy. I am very, very tired. Maybe at some point in the weekend, but yes. I don't know much about Dexy, so I'm just gonna try my best. All I really can do.
Exactly, and have fun.
Yeah, that's it. As long as you're trying your best and you're having fun, it's fine. I've never found both shoots that early before. I was delighted about that. Usually it's a case of the very last item I'll check before going into either Meridia or Norfair, and that's when I'll find the last suit I need, depending on which area it is. And then I was very delighted to see it in the wreck ship because I was starting to lose faith that anything good was in there.
Oh, well, speaking of faith, everyone needed it, in fact, in this race, as we found ice in Main Street locked behind a speed location.
That's twice in a row for me that ice has been locked in behind speed. I didn't get it on my last run, but
nobody got it. We had to wait and find out where it was from the credits. It was in the aqueduct.
Yes, in the previous one. Yeah.
So, anything else about this race particularly stand out to you, or anything you're particularly proud of, or maybe embarrassed of?
I'm embarrassed to be going back to the refill as many times as I did. I passed up some supers thinking there'll be quicker ones later. There's loads in a full randomizer. I don't need to get them. It'll be fine. And regretted that later on. That's something I'm very embarrassed about. But on the whole, finishing first, you can't really complain too much.
Oh, true. I'm certainly with you on that. I hunt that I play, and just about every time I glitch out the super counter. So it's, as we see, Cake getting a blue suit off the Shine Spark Dragon kill.
And the teabag at the end. Nice celebration.
Nice touch. Even though Samus is a girl, so it's...
You can still do it, it's fine. If any girl's got balls, it's Samus.
Well, On that note, do you have any other questions, Dark?
No, not really. Answered all of them so far.
Okay. Anything else comes to mind or you want to talk about, Bagel?
No, nothing's coming to mind. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% with it at the moment. I need sleep desperately, so that's all
Oh,
I'm really thinking.
I think we all do. I think Dark said before he's running on something like 4.
Yeah, I feel you,
Yeah,
man.
It's
I'm
been
running
a
on about 5 hours sleep, but I've been awake for quite a long time. Been like 21 hours now, so I want to go to bed.
oh nice. Well, I will have the chance then to give you my signature sign off and say sweet, sweet dreams.
Thank you very much, guys. Good luck to the rest of the runners, and I shall see you next time. Bye.
Alright, catch you,
All right.
Big.
See you next mission. And that was Bagel Thief. No doubt off to pilfer some more pastries after he's gotten his good night's sleep. As we have Link and Turian taking out his last 3 Metroids. Cake, with the final boss down, now en route to G4. Ah, so Lady's the one pastry, just camouflaging via Bagel's handle. I say it's very clever and sneaky. So yeah, it's been a bit of a long week. After this, as I commentate another big match with Cheese. So I am excited about that and excited to wish myself sweet, sweet dreams after that. So, not much left for Cake now either. He's back up the Red Tower elevator as Link is grabbing his health refill and will not need the missile refill. Hey, Dark, has it ever happened to you that you happen to be passing through the Nutella refill fair between the Crocomire entrance and the room with the lava, yapping maws, and spikes, and you just kind of stop right in front of that refill and unintentionally get it?
I fall into that once or twice, but normally I fall into it by pressing start. So it doesn't really stop me too much.
It happens to me a lot. Swap. So Swap was the one I needed to address that with to really resonate.
Yeah, but
And
that is why I learned to hit start before I hit energy stations, is because I can move while that animation is going, so I can get out the door if I don't need that refill.
well, Link is taking out the Zepatites also with supers, and though I didn't notice it before, and though it won't matter for too much longer, Dirks, you'll want to mark the ice beam on Link's tracker there. Oh. Yeah, that pause abuse thing. That's kind of akin to the gravity jump. It's sort of same principle with the pause button. Oh no, he definitely has.
Yeah, he
I'm
used ice
certain.
on the Metroid. He probably just
Yeah,
didn't turn it back on.
it's off right now. But yeah, I'm certain I saw him and the other two spark up Main Street and get it. And although technically at that point they of course had speed and really necessary to finish. But then the Metroids would have been an additional pain in the butt. And Cake done with his final Metroid as well. And if I'm in a whimsical mood just for funsies and shiggles, sometimes I like to shoot out those two big hoppers there in that sand room. If you hit them with 5 supers, you can kill them.
Wait, what?
You weren't aware of that one?
I was not aware you could kill them, even with supers.
Oh yes, you should feel free to check out one of my true completion kill hundos one time, including fun things like those, kegoing inside and screwing the Namahaze, and some Eternized Dragon taught me this, actually. After you kill Kraid, if you go back into his room, there's at least 1 or 2 Kraid claw nails hidden in the floor. And if you use power bombs or wave and plasma, you can actually destroy them.
Huh. Wait, bombs work on those guys? Huh. That's interesting.
Bombs also work on which Dirks? The Namahaze, you mean? Oh, the Torian hoppers. Oh, I wasn't actually aware of that one. I thought it was just supers, but that's an interesting thing to note.
And dang, this was a close match. Oh, Des Gigas.
Oh yeah, the Desk Gigas are found all in nowhere. Yeah, Desk Gigas are in Wasteland and Cathedral and the Ice Cavern, places like that.
And the Mickey Mouse Fall.
Right. And looks like Cake is going for the Ice Zebetite skip and gets it that time, as Link has just his escape left to go, making
One is
his way
entering
on around.
escape, one's leaving escape. Or, well, one's entering MB, the other's leaving. This was a lot closer of a race than we were expecting.
Yep. Oh, I think after a certain point, Link kind of had it in the bag, and he lost some time in Torian, but not enough for Cake to catch him. And Cake enters MB2. Link is up the parlor. He is not gonna save the animals. And spoiler alert, Link finishes in second place with an official time of 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 24 seconds. Double spoiler alert, Cake forfeits. So, GJ and JG to all. Well, we'll see if the two of them would, or one of the two of them would like to step in and speak to us a bit. And that'll do it for Cake. Just letting the ketchup do him in. Oh, Link, frowny face, I guess. Or maybe he just didn't care. Hmm. Well, in the meantime, while we wait to see if Link, Cake, or... Oh, never mind. Link, welcome.
Hello.
So how about that seed?
I feel like I eroded that seed about as badly as I possibly could have. Just like, there was absolutely nothing in wrecked ship, and like, I don't know. It just like, yeah, Vario, or well, okay, Vario was like, I think in the last location I checked in wrecked ship, and then like Speed Booster was also in a really trolly location. Like, that was my go mode item, so yeah, I basically was checking all over the place for it.
It really was. It was everyone's go mode item. Ice was at Main Street. How funny was that?
Yeah, and I could not get that short charge for some reason. Normally I'm pretty consistent with it. I don't know why I just wasn't able to get it today.
Yeah, a one tap will do it for you on that one. But I'll certainly trust your word for it that you're normally good with it. There's plenty of stuff that I would consider myself normally good with that then when I actually try to show it to someone, it just falls apart. Yeah, this was game 1 between you and Cake. So looks like your next one is going to be in a few more hours.
Yep.
Oh, 1 a.m. So your the fate may be decided then, or you may go to game 3. So was any particular moments stand out to you? Particular good or bad?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know, like the Dragon fight, like, God, that's like something I want to just pretend never happened. Because basically, I completely blanked on the fact that I had X-ray. So it was like about halfway through the fight that I was like, oh, that I'm like, wait, I have X-ray. But by that time, I think I got grabbed on another goop, and I'm just like, okay, I can actually go for the grapple kill now. But the problem was Dragon kept doing right or the left to right goop patterns, and those are a lot harder to deal with, in my opinion, than the right to left ones when you're trying to grapple kill her.
Oh, I know. You know, Dragon might be my least favorite, but well, it's a it's a bit of a tie. But in many ways, Dragon may be my least favorite boss. I will refrain from using a word to describe her that I often use in my private stream, but yeah, especially when the goop pattern comes and then she just stops before you get to her and doesn't let you do the fry kill.
Yeah, and it's just that, and it's just the fact that there's that platform above the second like electric wall thing is, it just makes it really awkward to grab it. And so I feel like sometimes it's just like you get to a certain point where you just need to let go and try it again. And I was just like waiting for Dragon to give me the right to left pattern, and it just, yeah, it took forever.
Yeah, I think I heard someone say once a record for Dragon swooping is something like 14 in a row, maybe. But, there's a frowny face in the SRL. Is that because Cake 4?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, was he just like running into issues, or did he just forfeit as soon as?
I think he just saw that you finished.
Yeah, he was right at Mother Brain and took a death on her, just right then
Ah,
and there.
okay,
And
yeah, that's
ended the
really
run.
unfortunate.
Well, he stopped to type in chat that he was forfeiting, and
Well,
then
yeah,
he
and then he
died.
just
So I
let
was like,
Mother Brain kill him.
So I guess that was he didn't feel it was worth finishing the seed. So
Yeah, and this is not the Rando League, of course. So you're not discouraged from forfeiting at all. It's not like you'll be losing that one precious point if you do. But yeah, we might might indeed need to wrap up in a moment. Doesn't look like Cake is going to be joining us for an interview, which might work out time wise. So, any closing remarks, Link?
Uh, yeah, just like I don't know. Yeah, I guess this was a little bit of a trolley seed, and like probably could have finished it. Well, I don't know. I think I probably could have finished it a faster if I had like gone right to wrecked ship, got in that Varia suit right away. Uh but yeah.
Oh, well, I have one closing remark for you. Good on you for Smokey validating your at Screw Attack.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw it that way. I'm like, yeah, because I also like. I guess the one thing that kind of was I. Did anyone else wind up finding charge?
nope.
No, you were the only. A couple of them came close. I think Bagel and Cake might have gone down the left side sand pit. So, unfortunate for them. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I feel like it wound up at a really out of the way location. It was just like charge was like one of the few things I'm like, I am definitely gonna take this item.
right. Well, it's one of those. Unless you already have tons and tons of ammo, it's yeah, we can afford this 7 seconds. All right. Well, thank you very much for the run and for the race and the interview. We wish you luck for your next, and wish Cake luck as well, GJ and JG, one more time. So, see you next mission then. Okay. Well, yes. As SMRAT says, we've got a four-way next up between Glausio Souza and Miz and Gamer Coon versus Burnin. Four very cool gentlemen that I've gotten to know at least a bit, and two, I shan't say which two, but two I've become quite good friends with, I would say. So it will be the cheese and myself. Anything to wrap it up, Dark?
I got nothing other than we've got one other race along with that four-way going on Kenny's channel, which I posted just now. It is a match between Evil Spurky 1 and Zen Cake. Another one of those
Ah,
cakes.
so we do. Oh yes, restreamed by CNE, or however his name's pronounced. But other than that, you got nothing.
Aside from it, it was great talking with you. I'll see you guys in the booth again at the 10 p.m. because I'm going to be.
All right, excellent. Terrific commentating with you as well. You can give your voice a nice rest. Have some tea and honey or whatever will go ahead and soothe you. And see you next mission.